Godzilla.
That was a clip from Godzilla vs. Kong, the sequel to Godzilla, King of the Monsters, and Kong Skull Island. With more on this, I'm joined by film critic Richard Crouse. Good morning to you, Richard.
Morning, Marcia.
So I'm kind of torn between, did we need this right now or do we not need this right now? Tell us about this. We needed it?
We absolutely need this right now. I think the idea of these two titans in a big monster mashup is precisely what we need. And what Godzilla vs. Kong, which is playing, if there's a theater open near you, it'll be in that this weekend, or you can find it on premium VOD if you're not near a theater that's open. What you have here is a movie that has exactly what you want. This is truth in advertising. Godzilla vs. Kong. That's what this movie is. There's a bunch of story at the beginning of the film and a bunch of characters that we don't really care about, and then Godzilla and Kong do battle for the last half of the movie. That's what you're paying your money for. They come across well here, and it's just fun. You're not going to think about this movie a great deal afterwards, except maybe about the fun that you had watching it. There's not a lot here that's going to stir the old thinking box up, but it will entertain you. I gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars on POV, premium video, and in theaters, and it's worth a look.
Okay, but tell us just quickly, is the ending open? Is there an open ending so there might be a third?
I don't want to give anything away, but I would be highly surprised if Godzilla and King Kong did not appear together again.
All right.
Fred Astaire and Richard Rogers.
There you go. Next, Concrete Cowboy. What's this one about?
This is Idris Elba in a role that I hadn't seen him do anything like this before. He plays an urban cowboy living in North Philadelphia. There is a 100-year-old tradition in North Philadelphia of the Fletcher Street Urban Riding Club. It's an African-American institution where horses are kept. The streets are patrolled by the members of the club on horseback. When his estranged son, played by Caleb McLaughlin from Stranger Things, comes to learn discipline and learn how to sort of get along in life, he's quite surprised at how much of a cowboy his father really is, considering that he lives in a city. This is loosely, and I mean very loosely, based on real events. But what I liked about it is the new elements of the story. We've seen father and son stories before, and we've seen kind of fish out of water stories, relationship stories before. But I've never really seen it like this on horseback in a city. Idris Elba, as always, is great, doing something a little different. I gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars, and you'll find it on Netflix this weekend.
Okay, I've got a minute left. Tell us about French Exit. Okay.
So most of the movie takes place in New York and Paris, but I'm not exactly sure what planet these characters are from. They are Michelle Pfeiffer and Lucas Hedges, mother and son, formerly very wealthy. They've lost all their money, and they decamp to Paris to figure out what to do. Extremely quirky movie, but I liked it. Michelle Pfeiffer has never been better. I don't think, in a role that could have made her completely unlikable, and yet she finds the humanity in it and she finds the empathy in it. 3.5 out of 5 stars, and you'll find that one in theaters.
All right, Richard, thank you so much. You have a great long weekend.